nervous about this. Everyone is scared. Okay. This is called Nothing, or Nowhere, Michigan. So I don't really drink. I just don't. A lot of my peers do. I'm kind of the weird non-drinker. It's easier to find a vegan than a non-drinker. Anyway, I find myself even now stalling, trying not to actually tell you this story. But here I am. Let me first say I hate camping. I hate camping. I hate outdoorsy stuff. I hate bugs. Granted, I had an Army ROTC scholarship and was therefore also in the National Guard, but I also used to be a girl. So there you go. A lot of crazy things happened. That being said, I was somehow dragged to Camp Trans anyway. The environment alone made me immediately uncomfortable because, like I said, I don't like camping. And, well, that's the point of Camp Trans. However, I learned very quickly that although Camp Trans's birth name is Protest, its preferred name is Party. You all know this, right? I mean, I'm not giving anything away. It's not a secret. Camp Trans is a big, fuck-off, drunken, stoned sex party in the woods. It's like the part in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when all the banshees and minotaurs and stuff come out of the woods and dance around fire with the White Witch. Now, I'm not comparing trans women to banshees, but in my memory of the event, at the nighttime parties, I was just like a Pevensey in Narnia when all the baddies came. I was trapped in the woods. It was like the Blair Witch Project, except I wasn't alone in a tent. I was surrounded by people. And the weird noises I was hearing weren't from a creepy witch, or the White Witch for that matter. It was the sound of a bunch of trannies on drugs having loud, raucous sex in the woods with no police for miles around. Not my scene. Which isn't to say I didn't have sex in the woods too. I mean, you know, come on. The huge spin the bottle game was happening that night. That was something you just don't go to Camp Trans and not go to. It was a do not miss. It was also guaranteed making out. But as I looked around, I saw a whole lot of people I didn't want to make out with. My hard-partying friend offered me whatever was in his Melcher bottle. It was not water. I was propped against a tree on the outside of the circle so that I could watch the game. This game, by the way, was no joke. It seemed really big, like the whole camp was there. Who wants to babysit the wasted guy at the party? Nobody. Felt like I was flying. I was, in actuality, being carried at a run out of the forest. I started to become aware that I was in someone's arms. It felt nice. I don't even know where I was for this. Sitting on the ground, was I standing? I don't know. I also don't know how much of this I remember myself or was just told later. The partier believed a hospital was the last place a transsexual should go in Nowhere, Michigan. Somewhere in this, I deliriously uttered, I have to pee. Keep in mind, this is the woods at night. Porta pottying was done by flashlight and headlamps. So the two of us were crammed in there. I blubbered about being embarrassed. Come on, Cole, he said, just pee, it's okay. I managed to undo my jeans. And then I got hysterical. I started sobbing. I hadn't sobbed so hard since I was coming out as a lesbian. I reached out at my friend, touching his shoulder and pushing on his chest with my left hand as my right hand held the waist and belt on my jeans. Something's wrong, I hysterically sobbed out. Now I was starting to panic. I had never been this drunk, and I had been really drunk. This was not what being drunk felt like. I started to believe there was something else in the alcohol. It's okay, Cole, just calm down, try to pee. I can't pee, something's wrong. At this point, my friend turned to me and began by asking, but then just told me because I was unable to really be coherent. Cole, is it okay if I disclose Okay, I have to disclose to them. Cole is a transsexual, and you'll have to treat him as you would treat any patient with a vulva. One nurse got really close to my face. She said in awe, "But he has an Adam's apple." And she touched it, which tickled, and I giggled, and she quickly turned away laughing, and she had just gotten a full face full of alcohol breath. Things seemed pretty normal when I returned to camp. What I didn't know was, in my absence, there had been a camp trans-wide meeting about the importance of looking out for each other. It would have been really easy. I didn't feel anything, and it didn't hurt. Sometimes I'm back in that place. Maybe you've been there. That heavy, dreamless sleep when you don't move all night, and you wake up taking a desperate gasp of air. I think that's dying. It's easy. You just don't get that gasp. You cannot have any alcohol. You gotta stop for good. So I did.